Let me introduce you to a couple I know. And tell me if this rings a bell. They're both in their mid-30s, successful professionals. She is a senior manager in tech pulling in $120,000 a year. He is a consultant, making $110,000. Combined household income, $230,000. That puts them firmly in the top 10 of American. They should be set. They should be investing aggressively. Early retirement. Instead, they're anxious. Their savings account hovers around $15,000. They have some retirement accounts, but nothing crazy. When a $5,000 home repair hit last year, they work long hours, one emergency away from trouble. They've done everything right, started a family. So why does $230,000 a year still feel like it is not enough? Why do they look at their bank account? This little saved. If you've ever hit a six-figure income milestone, my name is Bobby, and I spend way too much time analyzing. If you are a Henry, thumbs up if it hits home. Here is the brutal truth, the finish line. It seems obvious if someone making $50,000 serious wealth. That is just math, right? Except that is not how it works in reality. What actually happens? The Henry trap. The term Henry, relevance today. Recent surveys from 2025 show close to it. One study found that 41, paycheck to paycheck, let that sink in. People making more, stressed about money. They're not blowing it on yachts or private jets. They're trapped in a cycle, every extra dollar. Let me take you through. Escape it. Let's look at a typical progression. Say you start your career making $60,000. You are renting a modest apartment, at home. Life is tight but manageable. You save maybe 10 of your income. Then you get promotions. By your late 20s, or early 30s, you are at $120,000. Awesome, right? But here is what happens next. You upgrade your life to match your new status. You move to a nicer neighborhood, $4,000 mortgage. You get newer cars, new driveway. You start eating out more. Or activities, private schooling or elite daycare. That is $20,000 to $30,000 a year per child. Gym memberships. It all adds up. Suddenly, that extra $60,000 isn't going to investments. It is going to lifestyle inflation. Studies show that, for every dollar short term, the rich don't stay rich by accident, but high earners often become Henrys with their income. Let's run the real math on a $200,000 household. Gross income, $200,000. After federal taxes, $140,000 to $150,000. Now subtract the big ones, housing, maintenance, two-car payments, $15,000 to $20,000. Child care or private school, $20,000. Health insurance, $10,000. Student loans, $10,000 to $20,000. Groceries, dining out, $30,000. Add it up, $10,000 to $20,000 a year. That is 5 to 10 savings rate if you are disciplined. But throw in a vacation, go into debt. High earner with debt chains, 2025 report. You might be thinking, okay, but that is just bad habits. If they budgeted better. And sure, personal responsibility matters. But this isn't just individual failure, it is structural. High-paying jobs are concentrated in high-cost areas. To get that $150,000 tech salary, $1 million, your peers are other high earners. Six-figure norms. Taxes hit harder too. Progressive brackets 35 to 40. In high-tax states, hits your account. And don't forget the invisible costs scaled up. The psychology is vicious. When you finally hit six figures, grinding, you tell yourself, I've earned this nicer apartment car vacation. But that relief is temporary. Within months, next upgrade. This is why so many Henrys, net worths, they have high cash flow, but low wealth. Their balance sheet looks elite. One job loss, fragility shows. Now, the good news, to escape. You control the biggest variable, you're spending. The mindset shift, lifestyle events. When you get that 20,000 bump, emergency funds, only 20 to 30 to lifestyle. This is the profit-first approach for personal finance. Concrete example, a $250,000 household, $150,000. They bank $100,000 a year. At 7 to 8 returns, $3 million in 20. Suddenly, You are not a Henry, you are wealthy. Prioritize liquidity over status. Rent if buying locks you into insane costs. Drive reliable cars longer. Focus on experiences over stuff. The families who break out chase income. I want to end with this. Being a Henry isn't a moral failing. It is a predictable outcome status signals. But knowledge is power. Once you see the trap, you can opt out. You don't need to earn more to get rich. You need to keep more of what you already earn. The real flex isn't a bigger house or fancier car. It is a growing investment account. Eventually freedom.